Look at Jill Stein's platform last year. She talks about a Green New Deal, which means shifting our public investment from fossil fuels to renewable energy and energy efficiency. That is one way Kentucky could become a major energy state again. We could focus our public investment on manufacturing wind turbines, manufacturing solar panels. We could export the wind turbines to the Midwest, where the winds are much higher, and we could use the solar panels right here in Kentucky. Those are a couple of the major issues. If you want to bring up other specific issues, I may have an opinion on them or a plan. Frank.
Your opponent talked about a living wage, a mandatory higher minimum wage, and I don't know if he set a dollar figure on that or not. But are you for or against a quote living wage unquote? And if so, what would you set it at?
What would I what?
What rate would you set it at?
Well, I think what I hear most often among Democrats is a $15 an hour federal minimum wage, which is not too different from what the minimum wage would be today if we had kept up with inflation. And so we've had a minimum wage in this country. I think it is a net benefit for our society and for the economy. And how would you pay for it? Okay, so Bernie Sanders is constantly talking about our unjust tax system, which gives billionaires and the top 0.1% a relatively free ride, and focuses our taxes on the poor, on the middle class, and that's just harmful for any society to try to do that. Those who have more should do their fair share to support the services that everyone needs. So tax reform, putting more tax brackets into place on the super high income people would bring us back to how it was a few decades ago, where some of the higher tax brackets were 70%. And under President Reagan, just bring that back. Our income inequality is damaging our society, and it's creating a society of super rich, a tiny number of them, and poor, which is basically a third world situation. We're moving in that direction, and the current Republican dominance in Washington, that's all they do. They simply push it more inequality as fast as they can. I would try to reverse all that. And if they refuse to go along, I would try to get them out of office. I would support progressive Democrats wherever possible. I want to be involved in more than the 6th District. I want to be involved in the DNC and help turn them around and become a progressive party and pro-peace party, first of all, and a more progressive party that is not dependent on huge contributions from corporations.